Hey, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry, and I do a daily twin flame reading. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust. There's a message here meant for you. If this reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. I like to do the majority of my shuffling off camera just because. So please trust that I have shuffled this deck. Spirits, can we please have your guidance today for the twin flames? All right, so I'm going to lay these cards out. Then we'll take a look and see what we've got. Okay. So I pulled some cards before I started this reading, as I like to do, just to give me an idea of what might be going on. And I got a message that somebody is going to be hearing something bad financially, or disappointing, I guess. It feels to me like there's going to be some disappointing news from the stock market, or some sort of shares or something that you own. I do feel like this is a masculine energy, and your angels want you to know that you will recover and that everything's going to be okay, to keep your cool, and that you have the ability to turn this around fairly quickly. All right, so we've got the Nine of Air, Nine of Swords, which is hurt, pain, depression. We've got negative or upside down. Okay, so emotional insecurity, Mother of Earth, imbalance in work and romance. Okay, Divine Feminine, I feel like you are currently in a karmic relationship, and there's an imbalance in this relationship, in that you put all of your energy into your partner and you don't leave any for yourself, and you're starting to kind of lose faith in yourself. Like you don't have, it's like you're living somebody else's life, or you're living for somebody else's, to be someone else's partner or something. Like you're not doing things that you want to do, you're doing things that your partner wants to do. Everything that you are doing is for your partner, and your angels want you to understand that if you keep doing this, you are eventually going to wear out. You're going to, if you continue to exclude your own importance and the validity of your contribution to the world, you're going to be afraid. You're going to feel like you're not enough, like you can't do enough. Your spiritual growth will be stunted. What is that? XVI 16. So your spirits are encouraging you to take a look at your life and the direction that it's going in, and see if what you're doing feels good. See if this feels like what's right for you. I feel like, though, in order to kind of bring your self-love back, here's you loving yourself, overflowing with love, coming from the 5D into the ground, like there's a connection there with everything and everybody, and, you know, a beautiful flowing energy. This is where, if you are able to pull yourself out of this excessive interest in your partner and focus on yourself, it doesn't mean you can't love your partner, and it doesn't mean you can't do things that they want to do, and, you know, but you're doing it to a point where you're going to come to a point where you'll feel like there's nothing left, like you're not even a part of anything. So it's important for you to find the things that you like and to ask your partner to join you in on those things as well. This might be a scary place for you to get to, because you tend to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself. Because you are living for somebody else. So it feels like if you can change the way you are living on the inside, your inner world, if you can change that to include yourself and to accept yourself and love yourself without judgment, unconditionally, then I feel like you'll have this beautiful transformation here. And where you end up is in a place of abundance, self-love, the flow, in tune with the 5D, in tune with a higher frequency. Because otherwise, we've got you coming to a place of doom and gloom. This growth is in reverse, so you're not growing. This is chaos, lost opportunities, lack of planning, like just heavy energy. And we want to get you to a place where you're seeing things a little more clearly. We want to get you moving. This Ace of Fire in reverse. Ace of Fire is Wands in reverse, delays, lack of motivation, and weighed down. So I feel like this is temporary, and the Sun in reverse can be interpreted as temporary. So I feel like it's a temporary like loss of self. I feel like it's coming back. The 5 of Cups in reverse, moving on, acceptance, forgiveness. So forgive yourself for letting yourself be oh gosh, I really don't mean this disrespectfully, but forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be a doormat. Forgive yourself for not giving yourself a voice. And forgive your partner for not insisting that you share your voice. Or if your partner did insist and you still didn't take part in that sort of stuff, maybe now you will. Maybe now you will make a decision based on what you like to do. or have or whatever. 5 of Fire in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, conflict avoidance. So your angels are guiding you to respect your inner voice, respect your decisions, accept yourself, accept that you are an amazing divine being in a human body, having a human experience. And trust yourself, trust your feelings, trust that the universe has you. Oh boy, if you're able to do that, like this is just wonderful stuff here. So if you're able to do that, you will be able to resist getting stuck in a lower energy. It might be hard for you to all of a sudden change who you are, and your ancestors know that. They're likening you to the turtle where you were protecting yourself, but maybe poking your head out in little intervals here and there, but you can always come back and be protected. You sort of live like the turtle, I think, at first, because you are coming from a very, very vulnerable position right now, because you have really disregarded your needs for quite some time and to an extreme. So it's important that you protect yourself so that when you do start to live more, you aren't all of a sudden shocked into, not trusting anybody ever again. So be careful. Tread carefully. We've got the moon here. Fear, anxiety, insecurity, subconscious, uncertainty, fluctuating emotions, unseen depth, and illusion. So right now, I think, Divine Feminine, you are being guided to work on loving yourself, being aware of your value in this world, the contribution that you bring to family and friends and work and situations, and you're definitely a valid human being. You're definitely enough just the way you are. However, having said that, that acceptance will enable you to manifest a different way of interacting with your environment. So learn to love yourself. The 3 of Fire is integrity, progress. I see that you will make progress. Try to live in the moment a little more. Try to live in the flow while you are learning to love yourself. It's not going to be easy. If you do get stuck, just don't get down on yourself. Forgive yourself. You may have to forgive yourself multiple times a day. Forgive yourself for forgetting that you're working on this, and keep reminding yourself. I used to, like, this was years ago when I started doing this, I used to set timers on my phone, set alarms to go off that told me that I was a good person, or like different messages throughout the day, because you forget to do it, and then time passes, and time goes really fast, and before you know it, you've just wasted not wasted, but you've just spent another 5 years not enjoying life as much as you could. Okay, so I wanted to pull a card from the Shaman's Oracle deck for wisdom and guidance from the ancestors. The ancestor of exile. The ancestor of exile. This is, okay. That's a cool looking card. Okay. I am the ancestor of exile. I have borne witness to many kinds of separation and have watched the suffering of those who are driven away from their home or country. Yet there is a deeper exile still, an exile from the self. And I stand ready to help lost people find their way back to their place of belonging. Draw strength from me when you need reconnection or support in times of loneliness. Exile does not have to be simply a physical state of being, for example, isolation from a community, a tribe, a place of work, or even a family. Exile can extend to one's sense of self, perhaps denoting a loss of self-worth, self-understanding, self-love. The ancestor of exile comes to help us when we feel detached from ourselves or from any aspect of our lives, enabling us to reconnect with the course of our life's journey. The sharp spike of emotional solitude is painful and damaging, especially when the wound is left untended. The ancestor of exile will restore our sense of wholeness. This card's interpreted as reconnection, return, restoration to family or nation, strength in time of loss, and a new direction home. I know I don't have to explain that card to you. Wow. Well, I'm beside you on this path, you guys, so I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.